A detachment of Polish soldiers sets off from camp on mission to a town on the border with Sudan. The battalion is deployed to protect camps for refugees fleeing violence in Darfur and Chadians displaced by internal rebellion. It's the first such mission to Bahai, designed to show tribal leaders and agencies helping refugees that more security is to hand. The Poles are one part of the European Union's current drive to bring emergency assistance, long-term development and a degree of security to a forgotten African trouble zone. EUFOR stepped into the layered complexities of eastern Chad earlier this year, deploying multinational forces under a UN mandate. On the border with Darfur, 3 main battalions spread to the town of Iriba, to Farchana and to Gozbeda. An additional force deployed to the northern part of the Central African Republic. The indomitable spirit of people with little to rejoice. Many of these young people trekked for days to safety in well-organised camps, in part supported by the EU's humanitarian assistance arm, ECHO. This secondary school level programme run by CARE offers the tools which will help their eventual return home. Chad hosts 250,000 Darfurian refugees, as well as around 180,000 Chadians displaced internally. A huge body of people with urgent humanitarian needs, caught in an area in which violence can flare from multiple pretexts.
Ce sont des questions sécuritaires qui sont séculaires, qui datent de plusieurs dizaines d'années, qui sont avant tout le banditisme, les conflits intracommunautaires et l'impunité qui sévit.
The EU is also supporting a United Nations project to instruct a force of Chadian police in providing security within the refugee and IDP camps. Almost half of a force of 850 have been trained, awaiting deployment. In a camp for internally displaced, Irish civil military liaison officers listen to the concerns of local elders. This is where military punch meets soft security. For an area as large as eastern Chad, EUFOR is spread thin on the ground. Yet many local people say their presence has reduced violence, if only by deterrence. EUFOR is due to hand over to a UN security force around twice the size in March. Much of the ground will have been softened in advance.
We gather information upon more than 500 villages, we know exactly which are the situation, and all these data and that knowledge will be provided, because this is a bridging operation to the following force. And I think that operationally this is a great success, this is new, and we can consider that we validated a new concept which could be a kind of standard for future European operations.